In the wacky world of acting, there's quite a few different categories actors fall in, like B-list actors, for example, very strong performers, but typically find themselves entering into either pornography or very abstract indie movies that are only understood by people on the verge of an overdose. You have your A-list performers, which is your headliners, the ones that will absolutely put asses in seats just because their name's attached to it, such as Leonardo DiCaprio, The Rock, Brad Pitt, the kind of actors where people will go out of their way to see every single one of their movies. Even if the movie sucks shit, they'll convince themselves it was great just because that A-list actor was in it. And then above A-list, there exists another higher level of actor. This is the S-tier, S-list actors, which is composed of only two people, Brendan Fraser and myself. So what makes us S-tier actors, S-listers? It's when we enter into a movie, we elevate it beyond just simple cinema. When Brendan Fraser or Charles White is on screen, we take it from just a simple movie for entertainment to a thought-provoking, philosophical challenging of the audience's perception of reality. You'll go into Brendan Fraser or Charles White film an atheist, and you'll leave a Scientologist. It just becomes a life-altering experience just because of Brendan Fraser or Charles White's presence on screen. Now, I'm happy to announce, I'm coming out of retirement, baby. Yes, I said no to Ryan Reynolds begging to be in his Free Guy movie, and I wasn't entirely truthful as to why. It was because I was too busy lending my expertise to another film called Last of the Grads. And I'd like to share the trailer with you all right now. Now, keep in mind, I am not the leading role in this film. I'm not the protagonist. I'm not the front man. I do have a sizable chunk, and I would say I am the glue that holds the movie together, much like The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. But I didn't want the leading role in the film, even though I believe I could have done a tremendous performance portraying an 18-year-old high school girl. I just decided I want to ease back into this acting business. I don't need to go in with my nutsack and cock in the water. So instead, I'm playing an officer who has a sizable chunk of screen time, and I'd like to share the trailer with you all right now.
Last day. Last day, everybody. We made it. All those hours, all those days. Come on. Come on, last day. Oh.
See anything you like?
Rumor has it Steve Clayton walked you home from school today.
Who told you that?
I have my sources. Is it true?
Yes, it's true.
I cannot believe this. Tell me everything.
There's not much to tell. I mean, he came up to me and walked with me and we talked.
Emma,
Yes?
are you going to the lock-in tonight?
Oh, shit.
The Coast to Coast Killer just put out another message.
Oh, this again.
Wait, listen. The message says, call me Mutt. Two burn inside. Find the keys, find the prize. A house by the sea, it's all in the eyes. Can you believe this, freak?
I really don't think those kids should be alone in that high school.
What do you want to do? Shut it down?
The lock-in's been a Shelby tradition for nearly 50 years. It's all these kids have to look forward to. You really wouldn't go screwing with that over a hunch.
Why do I even teach anymore? What is the point of this?
God, what the fuck happened to you, Greg? You cry when it rains. You cry when it doesn't rain. You cry when you're dreaming. You cry when you're awake. Shit. I already know what you're thinking. Holy shit, was that even Charlie on screen? I thought I was watching an actual officer on duty going through some traumatic experiences, and just know, it was me, and that's called acting. It's just that I have this near superhuman ability to fully assimilate into the character I'm portraying and become one with them. And I understand it can be scary how powerful it is when it comes to my ability to blend in as a character. I could fucking portray Elton John, and then go to Elton John in person and convince him I was the real Elton John and he was an imposter. I am just able to truly tap into the latent feelings of every character and really bring them to life. In fact, bring them beyond life. And for those of you that have seen a Charles White performance, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the kind of performance that leaves you wet in the trousers and wet in the face, tears streaming constantly because the performance is just so powerful and gripping. And speaking of gripping performances, you'll also have noticed from the trailer that Andrew also has a sizable role in the film as well. Now, I am an officer and he's a teacher. We don't mingle together. We don't have a scene where we're making out or anything like that, so I don't want to get expectations too high for a romance between Andrew and I in the film, but we do both inhabit the same cinematic universe here. And I spared no expense in this performance as Officer Greg in this movie. I tell you what, I went all in on this one. I trained with some of the most cutthroat officers, seasoned veterans. I wanted the officers that had seen some real fucked up shit. I wanted to train under the officer that went to Ed Gein's estate and saw all like the human flesh furniture and stuff, just so I could really see what it was like and what they went through in that mind state and start method acting my way into Officer Greg. So that way when you see Officer Greg in this movie, you're not just seeing Charles White playing a character. You're seeing fucking Officer Greg in some traumatic moments. You can really feel it, is what I'm saying. You can fucking smell it through the performance, honestly. It truly just exudes excellence. So I just wanted to share all of this with you because I always get super fucking excited about things like this. So yeah, I'm in this upcoming horror movie here where I play Officer Greg, and I really do think I elevate this movie to the next level. This could be a Sundance winner. This could be an Oscar-winning performance from me as Officer Greg. Like, there's so much potential. I was just super happy to be a part of this because it was a lot of fun. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but just expect Officer Greg to get real rowdy in this movie. Officer Greg is a loose cannon who doesn't take shit from anybody. And he may or may not be one of the coolest characters to ever enter into the horror scene. When it comes to horror, you have your staples. You know, you got Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, Mike Myers, Neil Breen, Tommy Wiseau, and soon you'll have Officer Greg. I mean, I tell you what, Officer Greg, he's a fucking great character, and I really think I was able to bring him to life. And yeah, so if you're interested, it's called Last of the Grads, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun. I wanted to share it with all of you. That's about it. See ya.